Everybody, this is Dave with Master German Odor Removal. I want to talk real quick about how we maintain our air pumps. I know air pumps are cheap, but they're vital, and having them go bad after one or two gas offs is cumbersome and wasteful. That whole thing goes in the landfill. So you can see I've got 3 different brands that all look the same, and then a 4th that looks different. You can get this at the pet store. These 3 are new in box, or I just pulled them out. But here is the innards. If you're looking at, what are they different? Incidentally, the covers are not always interchangeable. Some aren't, some aren't. This one you can see has had a hard life. It's broken out and it's got the screw rusted, but it still works. So that is the air pump AP1102. Still working. And is that the same as that? The answer is yes. And yes, but they all look identical to me, except for this one has a shorter intake. You can see the intake is smaller. Here's how we set up our pumps first. Well, first of all, new battery used, and this one actually I think was exposed to gas off in a toolbox that was in the room still. So it's probably shot. You can, if you want to, you could sand it with a sanding pad. But here's how I take care of things. This is a little canola oil. So just drop my finger in it. And then I just do this on the, just go around it on the top and bottom, because all this stuff corrodes, right? So we're using an oxidizer. So we want to, and then new batteries, they end up living in that bag. So let's put them in, and you'll see, here's the other trick I learned from a guy on the group. So just make sure they're running. Nope. It ran. Oh, there it is. So these connections get loose. So this one's a little flaky, and this one too. These don't last very long. That's a bummer. Promar, dead. And let's see if this one will go. Remember, all these have been used to gas off before. Nope, come on. And that was from this month. So it's probably just a loose connection. These are just rubbish. So let's just show you what we do to kind of protect them. I'll turn on my pump. Obviously this is not going to keep, gas out of there. But screw it shut. Oh, and then I use a battery tester. This is my favorite kind, with the little, it flips up. And last time I was in my batteries and bulbs store, they didn't have it, but that's my favorite one. Here, I'll tighten this up real quick, and then I'll show you how I try to give them a little extra life. So right now it's running. I've got my Crisco canola oil. And I put the intake. You hear it? Hear it going in there? You can kind of hear it go, ugh. So, there it is, spitting out. So is this the right way to do it? I don't know. That was way more oil than I ever do. I was paying more attention to the camera than this. But what that has done now is it's oiled the bellows inside, and the bellows often will get a little tiny hole in it. So, turn that off. And I can go over here with our pumps that are ready to go. I keep a box. I do keep, pumps in the kit, and then I keep the boxes of the ones that are brand new. So this one is brand new, has not been used, but I haven't oiled it yet. So turn it on, hear it, just so happy. That's all it takes. All we're trying to do is get oil on that bellows. Yeah. So That's the big, and then I'll take the battery out of this one because it's brand new, and I don't want it to. Oh, and then I go ahead and I say I use canola on it, September 2020. So when I have one that's really old, I can see, what worked better. Was it the WD-40? Was it the canola oil? Or was it nothing? And so I'll take the battery out, put this guy back together, and the date is going to be a little weird on the back because it probably, well, it might get pressed into service this month. But and put it back in the bag, and then I'll put the bag back in the box, and that's just code for me to know that.
Wait, why do you put the battery?
To keep it running. There we go.
Put the battery in that?
So it's in the bag.
They don't get why.
Box. Right? And then this goes and lives in my car. And the battery's out. My car gets really hot. We're in Arizona. So in my car, I don't want to leave the battery in it because it's a new one. And so I'll do the same thing with these. These I've had really terrible luck with. These are not very reliable for me. But I hadn't tried these with bellows or with oil in the bellows. So you can see the inlet. So I'll go ahead and drop a couple batteries in each of those. Or the bellows, you can go like that on these to oil them. But again, I haven't had a lot of luck with these. The good thing about these is that you can take them back, but I kind of feel bad taking them back all the time, but they only last a month. So, and I'm not using them tons. So anyways, that's how we maintain our batteries, or our battery powered air pumps. And of course we do most of our work in homes or businesses where we just plug in. But I order these air pumps by the 10-pack, and then I usually keep usually 10 in the car with me, so I can do 2 to 4 cars at one time just with my setups, and then I have some backups. So again, Dave with Mass German Odor Removal. Give me a call if I can be of any other help.